Now, so alright, we are into the game. So this is game 4 between Mentalist and HappyHappy. Mentalist just one game away from taking this series 3-1. Otherwise, we're going to see this series tied up at 2 apiece and potentially going to a game 5. So towards the right hand side of the map, we have Mentalist in blue playing as Celts, and on the left hand side we have HappyHappy playing in red as Britons. The reversal of last game in terms of civs, and once again we are seeing a Desert Arabia. So it's a more open map. As to who this favors, we'll have to have a quick look at the maps first. So HappyHappy having quite a large hill towards the front of his base, going to be a bit difficult for him to defend and control. Does have his only close forest near that hill as well, so if there was ever a good time to call a re, maybe this is the game. I don't think he's called it because we're into the game, and usually if players call the re, they will come back before the game launches for us with the 3-minute spec delay and 1.5 times game speed. For Mentalist on the other hand, and what is that build? He's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 on food as Britons. Alright, that's a new one. I'm hearing a boar somewhere being stolen. Okay, so HappyHappy going for the boar steal, and that is why no re was called. He went straight across the map, found the boar, and started laming. Well, explains a lot. For Mentalist, let's have a look at his map. He's got a wood line towards the back. It's quite far away though, and it looks like his main goal towards the back as well. That's nice. Stone towards the side and berries forward. Not too much of a hill going on for him, so that's a bit of an advantage. It looks like HappyHappy going to bring that boar in with a villager, so not taking too much damage on his scout. Vil gotta be careful though, big hill at the front. Boar's gonna get the hill bonus when attacking the Vil, but he should be just fine. He's got his own boar pretty far away as well, so he's gotta be careful of the counter boar steal from Mentalist. Now, looks like going forward for the second boar. Nope, gonna house and finding the rest of his sheep in one go, so that's nice for him. He needs to go for that second boar really soon. Preferably get loom nice and early. Excuse me, and then he can go for that boar. And well, Mentalist now bringing in his first boar. Gotta be careful, almost losing a villager there, so still has not found that boar since HappyHappy went for the steal and got it before minute 230. Plenty of laming going on in this game. Looks like HappyHappy gonna take that second boar towards the back, well, his first boar really, towards the back of his base. And I'm seeing a pause come out this time, so it's not lag, it's a pause. Or it's just lag, and even my unlag method is delayed. So, doesn't want to get loom early on. He's not even guarding his boar either, so he's perfectly happy for Mentalist to go for the counter boar steal. And looks like 5 on wood to compensate for his 8 vils. What, 8 vils? 7 vils on sheep earlier on, rather than sending to food. To wood, rather. Looks like we're going to see a drush from him. No? Changing the house position. I mean, he sees where the boar is. It just feels like he doesn't want to get it because he doesn't want loom. Loom would just be a pain in the ass for him. He's pushing deer. Okay. He doesn't want that boar so much that he's just going to push deer. This guy. I swear, this guy. I don't even... He's just not going to take the boar. And he's going to drush. Like, the stolen boar was literally his second boar. No, finally, he's gonna go for the boar now. Right? No? What's he doing? I don't understand this guy. Okay, so he's got 2 villagers there. He's gonna get a few hits on the scout from Mentalist, who's now gonna see the scout from HappyHappy, probably realizing that he stole the boar there, and the Vil coming in is gonna force his scout away. In terms of health, HappyHappy's got exactly the same health on his scout as Mentalist. We see the barracks and the drush coming out, and we see once again the scouts coming in, and we're gonna see HappyHappy now finally with loom going to go for that boar. Alright, So having a quick look at Mentalist, it looks like he will be drushing as well, as we just have a little bit of a lag spike once again. And going for the full wall off back at home as well, to kind of compensate for the fact that he is one board down. He didn't really have deer that he could push in towards his TC either, very far away, and well, this is going to be a massive wall. This is a HappyHappy sized wall, you know? The kind of wall that doesn't make you happy. More lag. Excuse me as I drink some water. And it looks like HappyHappy gonna run right into some wolves. Gotta be careful though. The militia from Mentalist already coming out, and then we see immediately the speed of the militia helping out a little bit, but with the scout there to help out for HappyHappy and no scout in sight for Mentalist, he's going to kill off one militia already. On the other hand, Mentalist will get that wall off. He's actually added in an extra militia as well. He's gone 4 militia now. And this is not looking great for Mentalist. Whereas if we're looking at HappyHappy, he's just gone 2 militia. He hasn't even gone for the 3rd militia. He is playing so greedy this game. Now clicking up to Feudal Age with 24 villagers. We'll be going for Feudal Age aggression and starting to wall in his lumber camp in towards the town center. Not going to get there in time with that drush coming in already from Mentalist, and he's got to be careful now with these vills. Going to use these vills to fight immediately. Nice hill bonus here, trapping a villager here for Mentalist, and HappyHappy trying to get away with a vill. Does get the militia, but he will lose a villager here, and I don't know, his scout is pushing deer. You kidding me? This guy, he is so greedy. He actually didn't even want to bring his scout in to fight this, and he decided just to push deer with his scout instead of bringing his scout in to help with this. And now the drush from Mentalist likely to go down. Did manage to get 1 vill, but honestly, other than that, not doing too much, especially for the amount that he invested into it. And it looks like HappyHappy going to be able to pick that militia off if he's paying any attention, and he is. And that militia will finally go down. Alright, so now we see the archery range come up for HappyHappy. Mentalist, still in Dark Age, not able to click up thanks to that stolen boar and the 4 militia he made, and the massive walls. Oh, this is not going to be great for him. In terms of good news, at least HappyHappy hasn't scouted out the massive palisade walls from Mentalist. And I am not British, I am Australian, so yeah. I guess close enough for some people. And Mentalist forgetting to go on gold for a while, so going for 5 on gold now, instead of the pretty standard 4. Another bit of lag coming out. Archery range blacksmith for HappyHappy is actually going to have the economy to go fast castle. This is insane. I thought it was going drush flush with the 24 vill click up, but 24 vills, and he manages to click up to Castle Age before Mentalist hits Feudal Age. So well played, I guess, for him. He's going to have a pretty decent Castle Age time. Going to reach Castle Age before the 16-minute mark. He's going to be a little short on vills, but that's not too bad, not too shabby. He hasn't had to farm so far, so not a single farm down just yet, and he's just played this game so greedy. He's pushed in 3 deer, had an extra boar, has not walled off this game. It doesn't get much more perfect than that for his start, obviously apart from the fact that he did lose a villager on the woodline there, and might consider splitting his lumber camp just for efficiency reasons. But now, he will see the massive walls coming up from Mentalist, who is still lacking a little bit of food, but with that many farms down, shouldn't have to wait too long. Maybe make an extra villager, maybe idle his TC, and he should be up himself. Right, 12 farms for Mentalist. That is just ugly. So Mentalist now clicking up to Feudal Age, HappyHappy already heading across the map with his first archers, starting to take down those palisades from Mentalist, and in Castle Age. Not that, I don't even know how to say this. He's in Castle Age, and he reached Castle Age soon after Mentalist clicked Castle Age. So, Mentalist is not looking like he's in a very strong position right now. I'm gonna have a quick look at the army numbers. He's making skirmishers now. Not even gonna make archers because he knows he's going to be outmassed. And HappyHappy likely to have some upgrades on the way, but he's actually wrong because HappyHappy doesn't have the economy to get any of the upgrades in Castle Age. He's going to save up, maybe go for some town centers. I'd like to see a town center up here, but more importantly he needs to secure woodline, so maybe up here first. I mean, at this point in the game he can probably go for both. He's actually idling his town center to try and get the food in for Bodkin Arrow, so he did farm a little late for this. Unfortunate for him. And if he's gonna do this, he probably wants to go for a couple more farms. But now we see HappyHappy already into the economy of Mentalist, who is about to hit Castle Age. And no crossbow and no Bodkin Arrow. So, there we go, there's the food being dropped in, and he's getting crossbow now, maybe? No? I don't know what he's doing. So he went up to Castle Age, but he didn't have much economy, and so he's not getting any upgrades. There we go, crossbow on the way, and starting to make villages once again. Now going to hit the main gold here from Mentalist, but he's going to lose some archers at the front where he set his gather point, and Mentalist has just got the skirmishes there. Camping on top of the hill until he gets crossbow upgrade. We're going to see Mentalist go straight into Bodkin Arrow, not choosing to get crossbow because he doesn't have any archers. He just has skirmishes, so it's the upgrade that makes sense. Maybe, excuse me, consider elite skirms as well. Oh, nice pick. Getting 2 crossbows there, and we see HappyHappy just trying to take down the skirmishes there. Should be able to clear this up fairly easily. And I'm going to change his gather point as well. Looks like he wanted to go forward, build a forward siege workshop, but getting denied by the skirmishes of Mentalist at the front, and Mentalist doing pretty good job. He's going to create a trap here, very nice trap from Mentalist, going to force these crossbows into these houses, but that house should go down. Nope, HappyHappy's just going to lose his army here. So nice play by Mentalist, but now he runs right into the town center of HappyHappy, taking quite a bit of damage on those skirmishes, and we see HappyHappy make the transition into knights. So going to be knight against the full skirm combination, and he's continuing to make crossbows as well. And losing those crossbows, he needs to change his gather point, maybe to the bottom of the hill, just closer to home instead of just taking so much damage on his crossbows. Looks like Mentalist not paying attention to the units at the front though, and they will get cleaned up by the knight. In the meantime, somehow HappyHappy he manages to clean up those skirmishes at the back of Mentalist's base and do a little bit more harassment with those 2 crossbows that stayed alive. Little single TC for HappyHappy, and Mentalist 3 villages ahead, somehow. He's been pretty harassed in terms of the economy, has managed to re-wall, but now we see the forward siege workshop coming up from HappyHappy. He is playing this really, really aggressive. Yep, no problem. I mean, everyone has their own preferences, right? Yeah, it's open, but he had the skirmishes towards that side, so it was... and the big wall, I don't think, has any openings. So now we see HappyHappy going aggressive with the crossbows and the knight to clear up the skirmishes, and we see Mentalist immediately throwing up a town center on his main goal to try and defend that area. Not going to happen. Deletes it as soon as he sees the knight and the crossbows coming in, realizing that his reaction was a little too slow, going to lose a few vills, but most importantly he's going to be forced off of his main gold, and that single knight just going to do so much work for HappyHappy. In fact, he's changed his mind, going to secure himself a woodline instead towards the back. And so much idle economy for him right now. HappyHappy sees the vills going back. He realizes Mentalist wants to get that town center up. Nope, gonna get denied. And not... well, it's gonna be a ram from the siege workshop. That town center should get completed in time, but he's gonna lose a few more villages here, potentially. Town center goes up. And HappyHappy's just gonna run away now. Still no bodkin for him though, and losing those archers, crossbows rather, at the front of Mentalist's base. Now we see Mentalist going for crossbows as well, just to deal with the knight. He can't deal with this combination from HappyHappy with just skirms anymore. And let's just have a quick look at the economy. Second TC going up for HappyHappy. Let's try not to miss the action at the front. And it looks like these skirms should be able to clear up most of these units there. Yep. So HappyHappy's going to lose all of his crossbows there at the front now. And Mentalist manages to re-wall with a house there, dropping down his own defensive siege workshop, while HappyHappy takes down the barracks from Mentalist at the front. Not too sure why he decides to go for the barracks with his ram instead of maybe a house, or I don't see Mentalist using the barracks in the near future, so it feels like even taking down a house, which has half the health, would be a little more efficient for him. I mean, it means that Mentalist might get popped, and at least has to replace it. Whereas the barracks is not really important for Mentalist right now. And we've seen him now going for the third archery range. No longer making any knights, so he only did make one knight using the stable. Arguably a bit of a waste of 175 wood, but at the same time, he was able to do quite a bit of eco-harassment thanks to that single stable and the one knight that came out. Now we see mangonel for both players, and we see the Vils heading back to repair the mangonel right now. Oh, nice! Very nice shot coming out from Mentalist, taking down 2 crossbows and a mangonel there for free. And now HappyHappy starting to work on that archery range here at the front for Mentalist. Finally has Bodkin arrow on his crossbows, and his ram gonna go down fairly quickly. I think he might get the archery range before it goes down though. Gonna be close. No. Okay, so same time. One archery range going down for Mentalist, and he loses the ram, manages to kill off a villager while he's at it. More and more mangonels coming out for Mentalist, and same thing for HappyHappy at the front. But HappyHappy, once again, coming back with those 2 crossbows in the back of Mentalist space, harassing out that main gold there for Mentalist with all of those gold miners, and being quite efficient with all those units. Another mangonel trait coming out. It looks like HappyHappy just gonna hightail it out of there now that his mangonel's gone down. And we see Mentalist moving forward with his mangonel, gonna try and control this area near the siege workshop, and potentially pick off some mangonels as they come out of the siege workshop as well. But now his 2 crossbows going down in the back for HappyHappy. And stone walls finally for Mentalist. Or just a stone wall, rather. Not too sure why he's put 1 stone wall there and the rest is palisade. Alright, so a new mangonel coming out for HappyHappy, and he does deny that palisade, so let's have a look. Mangonel trade? Mangonel trade, once again. So I think Mentalist is okay with these mangonel trades, as long as it keeps HappyHappy out of his base. And I'm hearing mangonel. Okay, so HappyHappy a little slow with the crossbows. We're going to see them, the puff of smoke and them die there at the front as well, losing 2. Almost losing the rest of the skirmishers, bringing in more crossbows, and another mangonel out. I'm going to have a quick look at resources as well. So just the 3 TCs for Mentalist. Another Vil goes down for Mentalist. He is still 8 villagers behind. Looks like he wants to go for the mangonel trade, and he will get 1 for none. So a little bit of an advantage there for HappyHappy. Let's see if he can get any more of an advantage here. Going to try and take down that low health house with his mangonel. Which one is he? He has to choose one. Okay, so he's going to choose this house. And then the mangonel from Mentalist moving forward might get Happy's. Nope, not going to get the mangonel. House goes down. Going to continue microing at the front, and it's a mangonel. Wow, how did that miss? I didn't know mangonels. I guess he must have used attack round. Okay, so there's a mangonel trade there once again, but with that extra mangonel out for HappyHappy, he should be able to get into the base of Mentalist now if he just kills off that palisade. And I'm going to have a quick look back at home. He does have his 3rd town center up and running as well, so both players on even numbers of town centers, but obviously Mentalist forced to invest quite a bit of Vil time into repairing these walls at the front. Let's see, mangonel, 1 for 0, nope. Both players missing there with the mangonels, and it looks like HappyHappy going to get another free mangonel there, and that just gives him free reign to apply even more pressure against these town centers. He now has control of the hill at the front of Mentalist's base. Mentalist, we see garrisoning up that mangonel inside his siege workshop, so he can get a free shot here. Nope. Mangonel from HappyHappy does not fire, so free mangonel for Mentalist this time around. And HappyHappy is going to split his army. He's going to take his crossbows across the map, try and take down the mangonels there from Mentalist. with his own mangonel and just harass the economy here from Mentalist at the front. He has 2 mangonels against 2 mangonels here. Let's see how it goes. It's going to be 1 for none in HappyHappy's favor so far. He does have that hill right now. So even if he goes for the trade, he should be, he's going to get 2 for none there, thanks to the fact that he was sticking to the top of the hill, and Mentalist forced to idle a lot of his economy, now going for the stables to try and deal with these mangonels as well as crossbows from HappyHappy, who, as far as I can tell, has stopped making crossbows. Yeah, he stopped making crossbows, and he's getting ready for Imperial Age. If we're looking at Mentalist, excuse me, still lacking quite a bit of gold, nice. Picking off a mangonel for nothing. And gonna get a second? Nope. Okay, so not quite able to repair that mangonel in time. We see another ram coming out from HappyHappy just to try and take down that last archery range there from Mentalist. The mangonel killed the range itself. Yeah, that's possible. And now he has crossbows coming in through the side, so it looks like he broke through while I wasn't paying attention on the left-hand side, and that's going to find so much economy from Mentalist. I'm going to have a quick look what he has garrisoned up. Only 1 knight so far, and he's making a 2nd knight. That's not going to be enough against this number of crossbows from HappyHappy. He is going forward with those villages, probably will get that house completed, finish the wall off, or maybe go for the secondary gold, or even stone at the front. I'm not sure. He needs to do something here. His wood lines are about to get harassed once again with HappyHappy's crossbows coming in. 1 build down. HappyHappy now over 20 villages ahead of Mentalist, and splitting his crossbows now to deal with the mangonel. Misclick there. 2 mangonels coming in. You don't want to micro against 2 mangonels. Nope, 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 dead. Okay, that's exactly why you don't micro against 2 mangonels. But now, with Mentalist getting that castle on top of that hill at the front of his base, should secure himself at least this section of the map, and HappyHappy will be forced to go through the side. But he is now on the way to Imperial Age, so pretty happy with the way that the game has gone so far for him, and sitting on 92 villages, has plenty of crossbows massed up back at home, still sticking to the triple range, and getting ballistics now as well. Going to continue applying pressure, going to head across maybe to the right-hand side of the map now. Does know that there's a castle there, can see it firing down on his house, so not the best place of attack anymore, and will probably drop a forward castle some point in the future. Near future, rather, and get that trebuchet out to start taking down that castle from Mentalist, which should take this game. Oh well, market. I thought he was building it with like a castle with that many villages, but turns out he's building a market with like 15, 10 villas. I don't even know what that's about. Maybe the castle on top of this hill, maybe he wants to put him more aggressive on top of this hill. He definitely has okay, he bought 100 stone and he's going to drop it at the bottom of the hill. It's safe. I don't really like the placement, but it's going to get up, no problem, and then, most importantly, he will be able to make those trebs, and it shouldn't get denied. Now we see Mentalist making a bit of a recovery, clicking up to Imperial Age himself, losing a few more villages at the front though. He's only got 77 villages right now, so he really cannot afford to lose economy. And what can we tell so far from this game? It seems like, in this series, Britain's has been the stronger civ. Both players, when they've chosen Britain's, have won. And now Mentalist sees that castle, he knows he's going to be in a bit of trouble soon. And immediately dropping a siege workshop there to try and maybe take down the castle. I'm not sure what the plan is there for him. HappyHappy now in Imperial Age. We see the Treb coming out, we see Arb on the way as well. He's still got quite a lot of resources in the bank, a lot of wood banked up, and he's got his secondary gold, which he hasn't started taking yet. Main gold almost completely mined out, and he's going to drop houses in front as well. Just don't know why he's dropping. I mean, he just needs houses, right? I don't know why he's dropping houses there. I assume originally the plan was to put the trebs to the left of the castle when you're walling like this, and then it's not going to reach those, so I'm not too sure what the idea is. And now we see him going through the left-hand side of Mentalist space with those Arbalest to try and raid, has Bracer on the way already, and those stone walls are not going to get completed. But he's not paying attention, and it looks like Mentalist will get somewhat of a stone wall up. enough to at least defend some part of his economy, but those ARPs should be able to take down those mangonels fairly effectively. He's going to play it safe though. So as you can see, it's 5+5 range. So in Imperial Age getting that +2 bonus, and Mentalist already calling the GG, realizing there's nothing he can do. That castle will go down with the Trebs coming out already, and all those ARBs as well. Not enough army himself, 7 units only, and not having the economy required by Celts in Imperial Age either. Alright, having a quick look at the achievements, 69 to 55 units lost, and 27 largest to 12 largest army in favor of Happy. He's got 1,300 more food, 3,500 more wood, and a little less stone, and quite a bit more gold as well. Pretty damn fast castle age for a Drush FC. I mean, he went up on 24 villages, thanks to the extra boar, and the fact that he pushed 3 deer in towards his TC. Didn't have to farm at all before he reached castle age, but that did mean that he had to delay crossbow and bodkin arrow upgrades by quite a bit. Lack of food income for a little while, 110 to 82 vil high. Alright, so that takes the score to 2-all, and we are going to a game 5.